Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Royal Loyal Podcast. Today, we're going to be digging into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness 30-second spot that came out, most recent. We're going to talk about the Stranger Things Season 4 trailer and, of course, Moon Knight, Episode 3. Today, I am joined by the one and only, the immortal, well, that hasn't been tested yet, Joe Santos.
Hey,
what's up, man? What's going on? How you been today? What you been into? I heard you were sword fighting and you killed some people.
No.
Were there deaths?
Deaths? No, we went to a Ren fair today,
Right.
and it was really nice. Got to fence one of my good friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you lost?
No, I won.
Because you won?
Yeah.
And he's not dead, injured, or anything like that?
No, we were wearing vests, and the points of the rapiers have little like nubby rubber thingies on the end.
Oh, all right.
They're like sword condoms.
Good old Renaissance fair being safe. How dare you?
Yeah. The only thing that wasn't safe was the sunburn that I got.
Oh, check him out. Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was wearing a headband, and you can see the clear delineation
Oh, my
where the
goodness.
headband started and ended.
Wow. I'm black. I don't burn. No, I'm playing. I have had sunburn in the back of my neck before, but anyway. Renaissance fair. Did you buy the big turkeys? Leg thing?
No, so like the
Did you
turkey
eat
leg.
anything
The turkey leg is, I don't want to say it's like, it's not a scam.
Oh.
It's
It's not a
it's a
scam.
novelty. Like
Oh, okay.
you're gonna get it. It's salty, and turkey's not even like the best poultry meat.
Okay.
It's like I don't know why. Like the only reason turkey hangs on in like the cultural zeitgeist is because of Thanksgiving.
It's a gimmick now? Oh,
It's like a gimmick bird. Like you take 2 bites of it and you're like, this is fun. I'm at a Renaissance fair. I got a turkey leg. Bite 3, you're like, it's kind of salty and
Yeah.
dry, and I don't really want to eat anymore.
First time I went to a Renaissance fair in Philadelphia, I enjoyed it. Then like second time, third time, I was like,
Yeah, it's just it has diminishing returns.
yes.
It's fine. You don't need it.
Yeah.
I was super bummed. There was like nobody there selling swords.
Oh, they normally sell swords?
There was
Oh,
one-
yeah, they do be selling swords.
There was
yeah.
one booth, but it had like the wall hanger type of swords. Like they were stainless steel.
Mhm.
It's the quality's not as good. You can't really like fight with them at all.
What do they normally be having up in there? Like,
Well,
what type
like,
of-
so
they forge it
stainless-
in front of you?
Well, not necessarily people forge it in front of you, but they'll bring
Okay.
like crafted swords, like not
Okay.
just like off the assembly line
Gotcha.
replicas of movie swords. They have like swords. They had a couple of forgers there, and they had knives, but they didn't have any swords.
Glass blower?
There was a glass blower, yeah.
Oh, I fucking love watching them.
It was
I'm
so
always
cool.
like, how hot is that? I want to just see how hot it is. The glass. But, did you get any swords?
No, I didn't get
Because they
swords.
didn't have the...
I got a chocolate covered strawberry with bacon sprinkled on top. That was
What
pretty
the
good.
hell's happening there?
That was good.
Was that good?
It was
With
pretty-
bacon?
With bacon, little bacon
It
bits like
wasn't
sprinkled
too-
on top.
It wasn't too much?
No, it was salty and sweet.
What kind of shit? I've never heard. I've heard of chocolate covered bacon though.
Yeah. They offered that
But-
too. They had chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered bacon, or yes.
Yes.
What do you want?
All
yeah.
3.
Yeah,
Give
dude.
me the trifecta. I want the triage.
What have you been up
That's
to?
the wrong word. Me, what I've been up to? We're still working on Constantine.
Yeah.
There's a Constantine script that my roommate, his name is Hunter Klein. He wrote a Constantine script. It's sitting right here with some notes on it. And cover up the
Damn,
notes
don't read it.
and my address.
Not for your eyes yet.
Probably on the Constantine script. And yeah, so I was working on putting that together, getting the team ready for that. Months to go for Comic-Con, but for December Comic-Con, of course, I want to premiere it there. So we got, was it April, May? At the end of this month, we want to have a team together. Then in May, continue with the pre-production. June and July, between June and July, I want to film everything, and then have the rest of like the year to for post-production, because it's going to be a lot of CGI and stuff like that. I got a guy that is possibly going to do the CGI.
Awesome.
He's on board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do some special video effects myself. Might reach out to some people of past who worked on the Batman Beyond thing with us to
Yeah.
do some video effects as well. But yeah, that's what I've been spending most of my time on. That and live streaming on Twitch. You can check me at Twitch at Lyles, twitch.tv/LylesNate. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it, man. And then trying to keep the podcast going.
Yeah.
Talking some stuff, reconnecting with people and friends and such.
Rain or shine, Rye or not,
Yeah.
do it.
You said Rye or not?
Mariah here or not.
Oh,
We
oh
do
yeah,
it.
I didn't even address
All right.
the fact Mariah.
She's busy with
not-
work.
yeah. Where's Mariah? What's she doing? What's she been up to? She's busy with work.
Was that a Red Fair?
No. He left her at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
No. But yeah. And the Ruby Gold trivia is still going on.
Mhm.
We're gonna have the Harry Potter trivia coming next after
Yes.
that. And the Seinfeld versus Office trivia. It's been taped, but I'm not sure if it's some like long. It's like an hour long.
Yeah, like chop it up a bit.
Hour and 30 minutes each. It's like 3 parts, but they're hour and like 30 minutes each part.
Okay.
That was fun. Well, I'll put it out there just to have it out there. I'll put it out in the world.
Why not?
Yeah, that's it. And we miss Mariah today. We miss Miss Mariah today. Yes.
Now I got so much room
Joe
for
took center
activities.
stage, stretching out and everything.
Yeah.
Before we move on into the topics that we're gonna be digging into, I just want a quick shout out to the Patreon peoples because they help get the blue fuzzy mic. Look at that's so weird. My hand reaching over. Ew, look like
Can you hear that?
I'm Miss Marvel.
Is that a thing you can hear?
I don't know. I think it's being
Is that
picked up.
coming in on yeah. ADR.
Yes.
Oh, no, ASMR. That's what that.
Yes, ASMR. ADR?
ADR
that's
is audio digital
different
recording.
thing. Yes. And not to be confused with never mind. I was gonna say that. S. But yeah, so shout out to the Patreon peoples this month. Daniela, Eric Johnson, Jonathan William Reese, Keith Lyles, Mike Lucino, Shawnee. Appreciate y'all patronage and the Patreon and helping us get some stuff for the studio and keeping the thing going. Keeping the wheels greased. We need the wheels greased, right?
We do need the wheels grease, yeah.
All right, not sanded down.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Keep oil in the engine.
Yes.
Get the sandpaper in your tool bag. You don't need that.
Sandpaper tool bag. That's for art stuff. So Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness had a 30-second spot come out.
Yeah.
Some new footage in it. They had blood-soaked Wandas.
Yeah.
Wanda walking down hallways, crushing heads.
Everybody's so pissed.
Yeah.
Wong's pissed at Strange.
Oh, yeah.
Strange is pissed. And
The Asian
Mordo.
one.
There's a lot more Mordo in this one. And he's pissed. He's like,
freaking-
Strange, I'm
freaking
sick of
sword.
your crap. And he's pulling a sword out that's glowing. And he's ready to go to town, man.
There's a bald-headed guy that might be Patrick Stewart. He seemed pissed.
Yeah.
Might be Patrick Stewart.
Might.
That's what Joe said. So it's like, I still question, is Wanda going to be the big bad? Or is it like a variation of Wanda that's going to be the big bad? Or is Wanda not even going to be the big bad? Maybe that's the first part of the movie. She's getting some stuff out of her system, and then we see a big bad later. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Mariah kind of pulled me to her side. I don't think Marvel would make the mistake of like giving a female character all of this character development in her own show and then making her a villain. It's like I don't like in the comics she kind of like teeters back and forth.
Yeah.
But I don't
could do
I
that.
don't think that's a smart move for them.
To just keep it like the whole movie, like
Yeah, to just
Just
keep
based
her
on
as the
that,
bad
yeah.
guy. I don't
yeah, I like what she said about that too. So in all of the trailers, I don't know, like I don't know if you questioned it or if you thought about this. Like, do you think there are any misdirects in them? Well, I think there are, but do you think there are any misdirects, like, to the vein of Hulk running in Infinity War, but then he wasn't even in, or Endgame, but then he wasn't even in it?
Yeah.
Like, do you think there are any misdirects in the trailer? Like, we see somebody attack Wanda, and it looked like Captain Marvel. Like, it might not be Captain Marvel, though. They just, like, CGI there and there real quick.
I think they've really learned their lesson when it comes to that, because what really
Like a shootout?
not shootout, but like I think what piques those theories is when you have like a really big wide frame and only one person in it.
Oh, right.
Like when it had Spider-Man swinging towards a bunch of villains come towards him, you're like, why is there all that space?
Yeah.
I bet there's other people there. So there's not really a lot of shots like that in this trailer that are like super wide. The only ones that really pull out and give you a big view of it is when they're on whatever mountaintop temple. Like it doesn't look like where Doctor Strange trained. At least I don't think. We never really got like a wide view of it.
Yeah.
But so I don't know where they're at. There's a Minotaur there. That's dope. He's like green. That's cool. But like yeah, I mean in that particular far out shot there could be more people. I did like that we got to hear from the Ancient One.
Yes.
That was interesting. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh, what's all that gonna have to do with anything.
I think she's gonna. I hope she's in it.
That would be cool.
I hope they're in it. We say they, right? They're in it. Yeah. But what's the other thing? Oh, cameos. Yeah. So I was gonna break down a list of possible cameos that could be in the movie.
Okay.
Wondering if I can get your opinion. Like, you think they're definitely gonna be in it, or not likely gonna be in it, or hell no, they ain't gonna be in it.
Okay.
Like, they're definitely gonna be in it.
We'll do a scale of
Just those
1
three.
to 5.
That's like 1 to 3. I like
1 to
keep it
3.
as tight as
Say
possible.
they're in it. No.
Yeah. Maybe. It's yeah. Maybe.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to keep it as tight as possible. That's like, I don't know, when people say, like, what's your rating for, I don't know, for like Batman on a scale of 1 to 10? That's too, nah.
Give me 1 from 100.
I give you
I'll
1
give
to
it
2.
a 97.5.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 2. 2 is good. Go see
It's
it.
so good. See it. Oh my
I know
God,
the
see
world
it.
ain't that black and white, but I'm just saying. All right, so we have starting off. Some people say Mr. Fantastic is going to be in it. Even John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic, or just Mr. Fantastic in general. You think he's going to be in it?
Yes.
You do think he's going to?
I think he's going to be in it. I
Okay.
think they've already
John
announced.
Krasinski, or just?
I hope
Mr.
John
Fantastic?
Krasinski. I think
Okay.
John Krasinski. Because I
Alright.
think he's been talked to about it, and Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, is in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's in the Illuminati.
Why not have him in there?
Why not? I
say
mean, unless
yeah.
they change who's in the Illuminati, of course. But
True.
Yeah.
I don't think Baron Mordo's usually in it, but he's definitely in that compound.
What compound?
The whatever compound Strange is at with the
Oh,
shackles.
okay. Hold on. What do you mean definitely? Do you see he was in the trailer? I didn't peek.
Yeah, it shows him like in the
Oh.
same setting. Like he's
I
got
see
the
that.
cuffs on, and then Mordo's attacking him with the cuffs
Oh,
on.
that,
So definitely same location.
I'm thinking about. He said Baron. I thought it was Zemo.
Oh, that's Zemo. Oh, that'd be
Oh,
fun.
Zemo was in
I
there?
always want more Zemo. There's nothing wrong with more
Yeah,
Zemo.
Mordo, yes.
He's rotting in a Wakandan cell right now, though.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, I guess Wakanda. He ain't getting out too easy.
No.
But what about Namor? Because Namor is in the Illuminati in the comic as well. Like I'm just asking you. Like I
Maybe.
try not to speculate. I just like to bring it on.
I'll give it a maybe.
Maybe Namor.
Yeah.
That's what I would say too. I'll probably say maybe for both of them. I'm probably gonna say maybe for everybody. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm curious with Joe. You know, with your
Okoye shouts him out a little bit in Endgame.
Right.
And she's like, oh, there's an earthquake under the ocean.
right.
How are we dealing with it? It's a fucking earthquake under the ocean, dude. We deal with it by not dealing with it. Like, what do you want me to do?
Trust.
So, everyone was assuming that was Namor. Something
Mhm.
going on with him. So, maybe.
What about Deadpool? You think Deadpool is gonna show up in there? Like, you know, he ain't G rated or he ain't PG-13 rated, nothing like that. But he be stepping in between the stuffs.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think... I
Like just a
mean,
little cameo of him.
yeah, I
or-
hope just a taste. Because, I mean, Ryan Reynolds has been talking to Disney. They've announced that they're going to do a Deadpool 3 and it's going to be R-rated.
right.
So, like...
Damn.
This would be a great way to introduce it. He would like cause so PG-13 movies,
Mhm.
which this is,
Yeah.
are allowed 1 F-bomb.
Oh, you gonna come in?
So it'd be so
Look,
good
man,
if he
you
could
know-
like pop in and be like, "Is this rated PG-13?" It is. Fuck.
Like,
And just like pop out.
oh, that'd be great. I would think that'd be. I was trying to think where would Deadpool be. 'Cause I think anywhere he would jump in would be like a scene stiller, and it might be like the Joker and the Batman. Like it might take you out of the movie for a second. Like why? So it's like I guess it would depend on how they put him in there. I would love to see it.
Put him
But
in
it'd have
the
to make sense and keep the flow going and stuff like that.
yeah. Put him in like the middle of the movie when
Mhm.
they're doing all of their universe hopping. Like
Right, okay.
whenever they're like, I'm sure there's a scene where they're just
Like
popping from
with,
universe to universe doing stuff. Have that be one of them.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy, we saw Stan Lee and the Watchers, and they were just going through different.
Yeah, just pop, pop. Just have a quick one of like,
Yeah, okay, that
Hey,
makes
what are you
sense. Yeah, I can see that. Or the
that guy
cameo with
floating?
X-Men and Wolverine was in the Days of Future Past.
oh yeah, when they're like,
Amazing.
hi, my name is Charles Xavier. Go fuck yourself.
No, yeah. All right, I can see that. Yeah, that'd be good. That wouldn't
Yeah.
take me out.
Make
'cause,
it
like,
quick.
expecting it.
Give us a taste.
And I
He's
guess
here.
all of these could be a maybe then, which is but some of them might be a no. Like, what do you think about Tom Cruise's Iron Man? Is that a yes, no, maybe?
It's so
Because I heard people talking stuff, and Tom Cruise, I'm sure he would be down.
realistically,
Yeah,
no.
I say no too.
In my heart, Yes.
Because you want it.
Please, I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah, it'd be nice, especially because like I said, Tom Cruise. I think he'd be a good sport, but
Yeah, man. If he doesn't have to sign a multi-movie deal, I don't think he'd do that anyway. But yeah, just pop in, have some fun. You almost got cast as Iron Man. We'll give you your shot right now.
Was he?
Yeah.
He wasn't in the running.
2008 Iron Man. He was.
All right.
He was like part of the final group, I think.
Okay.
They were really considering him, and then they end up going with Downey.
All right. And I already know your answer for this one. Professor X. I think you swear up and down that he is definitely in it. I'm gonna still say maybe. Until I see that man's face. Why they ain't show his face in the trailers? And that was the final trailer. Like, why didn't they show his face? They just
because they wanted. I don't know. There's a very thin demographic who like watches the trailers but has no idea what is going on, and they don't want to ruin that surprise for them. Like all of us saw the second trailer and saw the kind of roll up of a bald head.
Was he?
Professor X. Yeah, you just see him because
walking. All right.
It's not a step. It's clearly like a smooth move forward. Right. It's like it's Professor X. But like the laymen aren't necessarily going to be like, who is that? Who's this bald man? Oh, no, you actually have seen this bald man several times.
Speaking of bald men.
Uh-oh.
Tobey Maguire is up there in age. No, I'm playing. But people say his Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man might be in it. Some say.
I just saw that today.
That he might be, or that he might be in it, or people talking about it?
Yeah, I saw an article today that was like, hey man, people are super excited that Tobey Maguire might be in this. And I say maybe.
I say it was in Screen Rant.
Yeah, I think it was Screen Rant.
Oh no, I lost it. I'll go back. Okay. But, I think what reason would he have to be in there?
I mean,
the hopping thing?
Universe hopping.
I mean, he's been a good sport to come back for the movie. Shit.
Yeah, so when you've got such an easy narrative way to like bring beloved characters in.
Yeah.
Why not? Like I get pissed when they're shoehorned in. That's bad.
Yeah.
But like
exactly.
if you're just universe hopping, happen pop by. You're like, how's Peter doing? He's like, who the hell are you talking about? He's gone. He's like, oh, well, okay.
Well, in that case, brings me to the next one. Well, it's not the next one, but since you said that, let me skip this one and go to Jean Grey. They mentioned Jean Grey. I would say no because I think that would just.
I'd say no.
Another powerhouse female type redhead character that might take away the spotlight.
Similar powers, and
and
I don't. You're gonna have so much on your hands as far as like giving us information and getting us into the story and introducing people.
Unless you part of Illuminati for some reason, but she wasn't.
I don't think so. That's too much to do. You can't introduce Jean. You gotta introduce the X-Men in their own movie.
The X-Men. I hope so. So for Wolverine said no, right?
Wolverine?
You said introduce an X-Men in their own movie.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a no. I don't need a Logan right now.
What about Magneto?
Nah.
You don't think he's gonna come in at all, Fassbender or nobody, none of that, to be her daddy? Saying that's my daughter, or in this universe is my daughter. That would go with my theory
really
of
interesting.
The or not my theory, but the theory of the No More Mutants thing being an original thing.
Yeah.
And he had her he is her daughter back in that reality or whatever. But so I would say
still going with no. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably say no too.
I think introducing too many. I'm
actually say maybe only because they got Professor X in there. I think there may be it could be a conversation with Magneto and Professor X in there, or Magneto in there for maybe just for Wanda's sake. But the only reason I lean towards no more so is telling the audience who this guy is.
Yeah, there's
too much. People come to see Doctor Strange 2 and know who Wanda is. Maybe it's like, all right, now who's this guy and why is Magneto? You know what I mean? Like maybe.
Yeah, it's too much to have to get to like introduce all of these characters while trying to keep the plot moving. Like that would be too much.
So another part of another person in the Illuminati, which is Black Bolt. You ain't really got like some of the people in the Illuminati who are on that stage, like what you see in the background. It probably could just be characters no one even knows. So you don't have to give backstory to them. So like, do you think Black Bolt is going to be on that stage? with them, or you think
I doubt it.
because of the series,
It flopped so hard, man.
People are not going to want to.
No, the Inhumans was bad.
Yeah.
I think they're just pretending like it didn't happen.
I really was rooting for that show. Or I really wanted to see that show. I wasn't rooting for it because when I saw it, I was like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, damn.
Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough.
They trying to say, man, if they didn't have the dog in it, they could have set the dog in here yet and then saved some money and put that money, the dog money, toward her hair.
Yeah, that
Shave
hair
her
was...
hair off. Damn, first episode, I think.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Because they had to make the dog.
I mean, that's like what they do to Professor X in every movie because he's too powerful. And then we have to just find a way of like, you're out of the situation. Bye. Now let everybody else have some fun.
Because he just shut everybody down.
He's just too good. He's too good.
Shut it down. Who's the other person? Ghost Rider. Like somebody was like mentioned Ghost Rider. Nicolas Cage or the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would be in it because I don't think Kevin Feige
I think he likes it as canon.
sees that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's...
canon.
Oh, man. Ghost Rider.
But Ghost Rider, I think Ghost Rider would be interesting.
I'd love to have some Ghost Rider. I love that character. I'd love to have him in the MCU. But
Since they're going towards like
more like
Blade and all that.
Yeah, they're going like more hardcore stuff, more like occult, mystical type things, like vampires, and we've got Black Knight going, and so like, yeah. I would say no, I doubt he's showing up in this movie, but I really hope he makes an appearance soon.
That'd be dope. It had to be one of those, like when the sky cracked open, and then like you seen images in there. Maybe he's part of whatever. One of those like flyby cameos, like you said, like with Deadpool, maybe that type of thing. See that happen. Captain Carter. I think more so, yeah.
That's for
She
sure.
was like on the poster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's 100%. I'm not 100% until I'm sitting in the theater and I see him on stage. But yeah, I was like, Professor X maybe. Yeah. But yeah, Captain Carter. She because her symbol was on the trail, the poster and shit. So I'm gonna say yeah for that. What about Loki and or Sylvie from Loki? Or any of Loki people, like Mobius and Mobius? Do you think he did Loki, Sylvie?
Loki is 100% going to be in this.
I was going to say no for Loki.
I think he's super in this.
What about the other two? Well, Sylvie or...
Sylvie and Mobius, I doubt it.
I can see Mobius being at the end credits or something, maybe, to lean into what's happening on that...
the multiverse is like cracking and falling
and
apart.
that guy, what's the bullet name? The one that is their villain.
Oh, Kang the Conqueror.
Kang, yeah. Say some, maybe mentions of Kang.
I'd love that.
Or we could open up with some Kang shit.
People were hoping that Kang was going to be the villain of this movie, but I think he's specifically already named as the villain of Quantum Mania, the next Ant-Man and Wasp movie.
He's in that. But Loki, I was thinking that they would save Loki's coming back to the movies, I guess, for Thor: Love and Thunder. Unless he's not going to be.
I don't think he's going to be in that one.
You don't think he's going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder?
No, because I think they're off-world mostly. Well, I guess
if he's not going to be in that, then I would say yeah for this one. But yeah, I think they would like have their reuniting in Thor: Love and Thunder.
I mean, that would be beautiful.
Part of
I'd
the
love
love,
to
man.
see them.
It's part of the love.
Yeah.
Of the Thunders. I don't know. But what else? Oh, did you hear that he's not going to be in it in Love and Thunder?
I haven't heard. I just doubt it.
Right.
I don't think so. I think. Yeah, I think they got too much going on with like. Well, no, I guess they got the God Slayer that Christian Bale is playing. So maybe now that I think about it, Loki could be in that if he's slaying gods and.
Slaying God, get the team back together, man. Get the team back together.
Did I tell you about Chris Hemsworth in this movie? Did we talk about that
which one?
Last time?
In which movie?
In this newest one coming up, Love and Thunder. That this was the biggest he's ever been.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
We were looking at pictures.
I
was talking about that to another friend. I showed him the pictures, and we were both just like, "Look at this."
Yeah, I don't know if you said it on camera. I remember you said it last time he was here, though. Like how big he is.
He's huge. Because I think he's playing Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
like
that's what you were saying. Yeah, another movie.
Yeah, so that's probably why he's getting super swole.
You think are they going to show him in his dad bod? You think at all, or are they just going to like be like,
maybe at the beginning.
Maybe. All right. That's another conversation I want to have. We'll talk about that too. Okay. Well, once we get closer to those theories. Mm-hmm. 3 more people here. Monica Rambeau. I think if that was Captain Marvel smashing against her, I think Monica Rambeau might make an appearance in it. I mean, they got America Chavez. Why not just throw Monica Rambeau in there too? Is it too much? What do you think?
I say maybe.
It's maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Now, what about Steve Rogers? A Hydra Steve Rogers. Not even the good Steve Rogers.
Hydra Steve Rogers
coming in trying to fuck shit up.
I doubt it. I think
you don't think it's on the contract?
I think it's too soon.
They don't want to bring him back in this?
Yeah, don't bring Chris Evans back. So, like, we obviously, all of these characters, it's comics. We want to see them come back at some point.
Yeah.
And, like, at least to cameo or, like, as a flashback or something. It'd be really fun to see Chris Evans as him again. But, like, I think it's too soon.
Him or Robert Downey Jr. shouldn't be in it.
No, I think give it a minute. Let it cool down.
I agree. After this year, maybe? After everything that's coming out this year, possibly?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
The last one is Ultron himself. Like, we see the Ultron bots and stuff who have to be controlled by somebody, which is why they think Tom Cruise Iron Man going to be controlling them.
Yeah, I think he's superior Iron
Ultron
Man
is
tech.
coming in?
Yeah.
You think Ultron is going to show up?
No, I think it's just... I think it's just Iron Man tech.
Okay. All right. But not Ultron, no?
No, what was he called? I think he's called him the Iron Legion. Yeah, I think it's just Iron Legion.
All right. I would say no on Ultron coming in.
Yeah, doubt it.
But, yeah. All right. That's it. Speaking of Ultron and Ghost Riders and I don't know, what else were we talking about? Jean Grey, who can make people float. Got some floating things going on in Stranger Things.
We do have some floating redheads, don't we? We do have some floating redheads
in the trailer. So, I know you've seen the Stranger Things season 4 trailer. You had a chance to check it out.
Yes.
It's on Netflix, Volume 1. They're breaking it up. Volume 1 is going to be out on May 27th. Volume 2 is going to be out July 1st. They're still in high school. Look like some grown-ass fucking kids. Grown-ass adults, in high school.
Yeah, they got some of the characters got some muscle going on now.
Yeah. One man was playing basketball. He looked like you already in the NBA.
He's like, yeah, man, he got some shoulders. Like, look at this guy, all right.
Then, what the fuck is going on in Russia? You got David Hopper character fighting monsters in the pit with
fighting demigorgons, man, flaming spears.
What are we doing?
Very cool.
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
To what end? Why?
I don't know. Got no clue.
Like you said, the young lady floating in the air.
Yeah.
What's her brother name?
Billy.
Billy. Max. Yeah, Max is floating in the air at
Billy's grave.
At his grave. I didn't peep it was at his grave. I don't know. I was just looking at everything flashing by.
Yeah.
And I looked down and I was like, all right, the little boy's on the ground. And then I saw the grave the second time I watched it with you. Yeah. I was like, oh, she's at a grave.
And like we were talking about, Elle isn't there.
Yeah, at the gravesite. Yeah, so she's not being like picked up by Elle. So.
And there's been some speculation that villain that they show off, this weird like zombie tentacle man, is Billy.
Billy, yes.
Like it might be Billy. And I was like, you know what? If she's floating in front of his grave and like maybe. Because
I'm thinking maybe she's possessed by Billy. I don't know if he's going to come through her sister. I don't know. His sister, which is weird. But maybe Elle. At one point, Elle says she doesn't have her powers.
Yeah.
Does she pass them off to people? Is that a thing?
She like lose her connection to the upside down or something? It's I don't know.
Episode with her and her sisters or whatever she was with, her friends. And
the other experiments.
Yeah, so are they coming back? Did they all die now?
They didn't. No, she just decided that she's like, I need to go back and hang out with my friends. Right. So they were just like, okay, well, peace out.
Can they say every story has a beginning was said in there, and I'm thinking I guess they're gonna show Eleven's like origin, like the full thing.
I don't know if we need any more of that. Like we get it.
Okay. Well, every story has a beginning.
She was weird, and they took her.
Whose story has a beginning though? Is it? But touching on that, because you hear it said every story has a beginning. And then we see like this flesh monster thing, and then you said they theorized it could be Billy. Mm-hmm. Another theory that was out there was that it could be Barb.
Barb?
From way back.
Oh my god! No
she
way!
She was season 1 Barb. Man. They took her. They didn't say what happened to Barb. They never went and tried to find her body or nothing like that. Barb is back for revenge with her fleshy nastiness.
Look, Barb is cool, but from a narrative standpoint, nobody gives a fuck about Barb.
That's fucked up. But if you bring it back and be Barb, you don't think people are like, oh, we forgot all about Barb. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why she's killing their body, because you forgot about Barb.
Yeah, but that's like, you forgot about Barb in like a bad way.
Barb was cool people.
Like, if you forget about like an important piece of information and they bring it becomes important later, you're like, oh my gosh, how did I possibly forget that important thing he said?
You just said Barb's not important?
No, she's not important.
How did I forget that important?
Her whole character was literally just to be like the like
First dead.
she well that's the thing is like she's the antithesis of what most horror movies are. Is that most horror movies is if you have sex in a horror movie, you're done. You're dead.
Out by the pool chilling.
But exactly, and that's why that it was interesting that they killed her, because she wasn't the one in the house having sex. She was the virgin waiting outside being nice and patient, and she died.
Why can't her virgin have a redemption story and come back and kill everybody, the flesh beast with the belly out?
If you have a
It had a little belly too. It was just
to have a redemption story, you have to have like some sort of character arc.
no justice for Barb.
No justice for Barb. She's fine. She's dead. She's not.
Fine.
She's gone.
Oh, but Billy get the redemption though.
He's you know, not to say that all characters aren't 3-dimensional, but like we have more time with Billy. We care about Billy.
Sex in the old heads.
I don't give a shit about Barb.
It's like that. All right, so I guess Barb ain't the one then.
No, it's probably Billy.
Justice for Barb. Speaking of justice, Moon Knight tends to
to deal out some justice.
to deal out some
and
justice
pain?
with a iron fist, or is it iron?
We don't
Fist?
talk about him.
Oh, hold on. Oh, we don't talk about Iron Fist.
Yeah,
No,
it's real
what's wrong
bad.
with Iron Fist.
It's real bad.
Oh, I'm trying to get the Moonlight graphic up there. Look at the boy. I got to get a different Moonlight graphic. Look at him and his Silver Moon. Moon Knight, Episode 3, The Friendly Type. Disney Plus. Go check it out, y'all. Moon Knight, Episode 3, titled The Friendly Type. Wasn't that friendly. I wonder what they're talking about when they say The Friendly Type, now that I think back about it. But we switched the scenery to Cairo. There's more dope fight scenes. We got more excellent performances by Isaacs, of course. Switching between personalities. We meet some new gods. Layla got more badassery. We go from Indiana Jones into the National Treasures type of vibes. And this show just continues to deliver, in my opinion.
So good.
Joe, what are your initial thoughts on it, man, on Episode 3? Before we dig into the highlights.
As like a big fan of like the overarching like Marvel plot,
Right,
the whole universe in general, I'm here for the freaking consequences of like, hey, I'm gonna get the gods' attention. I'm just gonna create an eclipse really fast and like big like world of like they clearly show that like people are like, what the hell is this eclipse going on?
Yes.
And then later on when they're turning the
stars
stars back,
and shit.
everyone is like, what is happening? Like, I'm so excited to hear the fallout of that. Like, I really hope Marvel puts some of those stuff. Like, put some of that stuff in other movies where they're like, did you hear about this shit? Like, the stars were just spinning around. We don't know how that happened.
Right.
Like, we have no, like, all of our readings were doing whatever, and, like, we don't know what happened. Overarching stuff like that, I love, because there's going to be consequences in the universe, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Meeting the other gods was super cool. I love, and I have questions. Like, Arthur Harrow was brought to the God's meeting chamber to be put on trial.
Right.
And then he shows up at the end, and I'm like, how did you get here? Who brought you here?
And
why?
Why do they need you to see this? Is it maybe because he was
like a former Avatar, but like still why?
No, he is Avatar.
No, he was a former.
What you call him?
So
maybe he just needs to see.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, because she's locked away. Why bring him?
Oh, true that.
Why let him see that? Who let him in?
Are all of them locked away somewhere or hidden? Because that's why they have the avatars walking around.
Oh,
they're not locked away, but
no, but like he's like, and now Khonshu as well.
Amit
and Khonshu are both now like sealed away. Like, I think that's the big difference.
I didn't know.
Ahmed is sealed, and they're trying to find her to release her. Khonshu just got sealed, but why is he in that room? How did he get there? Who let him in? And it's my biggest question.
Yeah, all right, true that. Who? Because he's working with somebody.
He's working with somebody, and I don't know how the hell he got in there.
Gotcha. Well, from the beginning, like from the opening sequence, I was gonna say like touch on that because I know you were gonna say you wanted to speak on Layla. In the beginning, they break down a lot of shit about Layla.
Yeah.
Like, that she has been in Cairo for 10 years. That's her home.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I knew that it was her home. And she stole artifacts in order to take them off the black market and resell them or bring them back to their rightful owners, as well as make money on the side.
Yeah.
Her dad was an archaeologist. And that forger lady somehow taught her like shit.
Yeah.
So
big ups to them. Does great scene work of them, like, it told you everything you needed to know. The fact that they were just like, all right, smoke, boom, all right. And then she, like, instantly, like, takes it without looking, puts it in the laminator, runs it through the scanner, and then she's like, yeah, anyway. And like they're chit-chatting as they're forging this document. Like, all right, you've done this a million times. Great. That's all I needed to know.
I thought she called her mom. I had to rewind it, but she said, She just said,
No, she's like, I think
mom.
she's like a mother figure to her. But
Yeah,
I
sure.
loved seeing that she is super capable on her own.
Yes.
And me and Mariah kind of said, like, I blurted it out when we were watching it the first time. And it was one of those, like, I'm super happy that I get to say that. It was when everyone's fighting later on at, what's the dude's name?
His name, Anton. The rich
Yeah.
dude? Anton, yeah.
Yeah, at Anton's place, when they're all fighting, Mark's fighting other people, and then Layla gets stuck in the pyramid with his, like, assistant.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, watching him square up to her. I'm like, oh, you don't want to do that. And it was like, oh, you're in a bad shape, my man. You don't want to fight her.
Yeah.
And then she freaking, like, takes the necklace off, and I was like,
I got that necklace part. I was like, oh, give me one of them.
When they were riding in on the freaking boat to, like, his estate, I was even looking at it, and I was like, she's a very practical person. Like, she is... you don't really see her wearing any jewelry or anything. Like, she's not fighting in a freaking dress. She's got boots on, she's got pants, and like a t-shirt, and she's ready to go.
Archaeologist
and like to
10 years,
see the necklace, I was like, that's really ornate
all right.
for her.
Yeah.
Like, even if she's going to like a party, I still don't feel like she's dressing up for this particular occasion, because she knows she's on a mission.
Right.
And so when it was a weapon, I was like,
then it made sense.
Yes! I love this character.
Same. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was something odd. Like, when you
Everything's
see
practical
her
with her.
outfit,
There's
and
a
it's
reason.
like, okay. Like, if she had a wristband on or a watch. Not a watch, but he has, like, some flashy jewelry.
Yeah,
like,
some
what is that?
fancy
And then, like, stick it
bangle
off
or
and
something.
blew the fuck up. And like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
That
that
makes sense.
it had a practical use.
Yeah, that shit was dope. I want to see her use it more. Dice some motherfuckers up.
She left it in the dude.
Yeah.
Stabbed him and left it.
Take it with you.
Clearly no sentimental value there. It was just, it's just
Yes.
a knife.
Yeah, I had that on my note too about the neck weapon. Well, that's why I called it the neck weapon. I didn't know what it was, but I want one, and they're gonna be selling them. I'm sure somewhere they're gonna be sold. Or people are making them right now. They're like,
Oh
shit,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
With they 3D printers and shit. But the other thing after the opening sequence, speaking of him switching between personalities and stuff like that,
Yeah.
because there's apparently a third
Yeah, getting another
personality
glimpse.
that
Like,
we find.
whoever asked out the lady to the steak restaurant
Yes.
in the first
So
episode,
now we know.
he has made a return,
It is
and
the third
he
one.
is brutal. Even
Yes.
like, because we always we kind of viewed Mark as the more homicidal man.
Yeah, and the first fight on the rooftop. Sorry, cut you off. Your thought. To touch on what you're saying, we see him in the roof fight. Like, all right, we dancing, we fighting. What's up?
Yeah, and he's ready
There's
to
some, like,
he's ready
you know-
to go, but he's not ready to. He's not ready to necessarily tear people apart. You know what I mean? Like he's fighting for a cause. He's not fighting for the sake of brutality.
Right.
And so that brings up questions of like in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. I'll have to watch it again and see
Oh.
specifically what Khonshu says.
Okay.
But there are bits like when he freaks out with the scarab in his hand, and then the next thing he knows, there's blood all over his hand. That seems more of like whoever this third personality is. That
it
seems
might
like
not
what
have
he's
been-
about.
All right. Because we were only hearing Khonshu. We didn't see Mark in Reflections.
Yeah,
yet.
we hadn't heard his voice yet. So maybe Khonshu was aware of this third person, but maybe Mark isn't.
Right.
But yeah, man,
Because
because
some of the scenes could have been.
yeah, because
the
he's
third
ready
one.
to tear people up, but he even hesitates with that kid, and a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
it is
yeah.
like he sees the kid and he just slaps him,
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He slaps him.
and he takes
like
the knife away from him, and it was interesting. We get a better look at Mark, and they're like, oh, you're not like the brutal mercenary we've been like kind of led to believe you are.
Yeah.
Necessarily, like maybe pushed too far, you might do those things, but
Sure.
like just on a daily mission, you're not gonna, tear people to shreds and assassinate them.
Yeah, those like center rips up in the, and everybody just had them rips in the chest. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this third one, it's like the difference between Batman and Punisher.
Yeah,
He ain't stopping, just ripping through people and shit.
yeah.
There was there was a scene was of course brilliant as we talk about the different personalities, where he was in a desert and he's looking at I think
Oh yeah,
like,
they have the pieces
glass.
of the map.
No, the rearview mirror, and he changes from
Yeah, because they
Speaking
need
to
to
Mark.
assemble the map, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and he's like,
He let Steven in?
Yeah, he's like,
Oh my
we
gosh,
need,
that's so
Layla's like, we need Steve. And he's like, and I was like, that's a weird choice, but alright, sure.
The side view? Alright.
Alright, cool. And then he takes him over, and he's like, and like, that was
the way he played it.
Me and Mariah were gushing about that because that's the first time we've seen him change.
Yeah.
Straight up on camera change.
So, yeah.
And he did it so well. He's just like, alright, Steven, we need your help. Alright. And then he did so good, man.
Eyebrows is low, everything looked dark and
like his eyebrows kind of like pitch up. It's more of like
knees.
a kind of, and his eyes got a little bit like wider, like he's a little more like calm.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
That was dope.
Loved it.
I like seeing transformations like that. I remember actors like back in the day, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, seeing like the actor on the screen.
Yeah.
Face just turn.
It's kind of like here,
like,
and then.
Yes.
And it's like, so good.
The black and white movies and so yeah, excellent job. Kudos, of course, and hats off to all that he did there.
I love the other switch that they did.
Oh, which one?
he's about to stab the guy in the Moon costume at the end, and he's like, wait. He's like, no. Boom, turns into Mr. Knight. He's like, all right, we're gonna chill the F out. We're gonna calm down, okay? We're gonna chill.
Don't talk about it.
And he gets stabbed like 5 times.
Like, Steven, if you don't sit your ass down.
And he's like, Mark, please help. Mark, come back.
Sit down and stick to the maps.
Yeah,
stop
just
trying to fight and give me the fight scenes.
You're the smart guy. You're the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, pal.
Layla got the best of both worlds. So,
True. She gets her smart guy and she gets her rough and tumble guy.
Hold up. Steven's single though. Yeah, well, thinks it's single, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that was the other big fight scene. The fight scene on the rooftop I was going to ask you about, the choreography, what you thought about that.
I thought it was great.
The other fight scene was in the, I don't even know what that is, but at Anton's place.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he can get stabbed through the head, stabbed through his body and all that, and still be like alive and shit. I guess in that form, that's part of his like power and stuff.
They mentioned it at one point in one of the episodes. They're like, yeah, the specific armor has like healing powers.
Okay.
I think they mentioned it, and I think that's probably why Mark fights. It gives a good excuse for the reason Mark fights the way he does, like willing to take some hits to get close to you, is because the armor's going to heal him.
Okay.
So like taking that spear and pulling it in further to bring the guy closer to like grab him.
Right.
That's textbook Moon Knight. So it was great to see that.
And then what was the other? Oh, and like boxing with the weapons and shit like that.
Yeah, fight on the rooftop, also good. I think it showed better than most shows or like media how difficult it is to fight multiple people at once.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna get punched by somebody because you're focused on these two, and you get hit from there, and you're like, yeah, and you gotta grab that guy, put him between the other two guys, and fight them. You gotta keep a line and keep them in between themselves to like actually win that fight.
So I asked Joe because he is a fight choreographer and a stuntman, and what's the other? Is there another title for fighting on screen? It's just fight man.
Stunt guy.
Stunt guys or fight guys too. Is that what
it's like a jet ski sea doo type of thing, like
jet ski doo.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But yeah, so he does that professionally, so that's how I like to ask him about the fight scenes and stuff like that. The other one was just, I don't know, there's a lot going on. I don't know if you ever been on horses throwing staffs at people.
Been on horses, but I've never been on horses throwing spears.
Yeah.
Should have done that at the Renaissance Fair today.
Oh, did you get on a horse?
No.
Oh,
no. There were horses there, and they were throwing spears there, but we didn't end up doing that.
Gotcha.
We just do knives.
As we're talking about Anton in that fight scene, the actor that played Anton, Gaspar, I think is Uliel, had passed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was before the show finished shooting, maybe it was, but he passed away on a ski trip, I believe, in France. And they at the end, that's what I was gonna say, because they dedicated the episode to him at the end.
Yeah.
So I was like, people might not know who that is, but he's played Midnight Man. That's who. I don't know if Anton was supposed to become Midnight Man during the show, and maybe they had to rewrite it beforehand. But
they definitely gave him a pretty. They made him a very like tenured person. Like, he talked to him like he knew some stuff. He definitely had history. He talked about Madripoor, where Agent 13 is. Yeah, where she's now the power broker.
Yes.
So
I was like, they're gonna be using him in the future, or we're gonna be using him in the future and stuff. But Oh, I wanted to read this passage they had in denofgeek.com where it says Uliel, I won't keep messing this man's name up, Gaspard, who made his feature film debut in 2001's Brotherhood of the Wolf. I didn't see that, did you? But was perhaps known to American audiences as young Hannibal Lecter in the 2007 film Hannibal Rising. I remember that. Was tragically killed at the age of 37 on January 18th, 2022.
January 18th he died?
I was like, January 18th.
Oh, bitch, that's my birthday.
In the skiing accident,
That's weird.
in France. That's your birthday?
That's my birthday.
Oh, snap. Gaspar was not well known on this side of the Atlantic outside of his lead role in Hannibal Lecter origin story, but he was highly regarded in his native country, where he became a Knight of the Order of Arts and Letters in 2015. So, rest in power, Gaspar. Thanks for the contribution to a great story.
Far too soon.
Yes. I mean, and I wonder if, like, because we saw how he exited on the show. Like, he was on the horse and, like, rode off into, like, I was like, is he coming back?
I was kind of hoping, and then we saw the memorial at the end.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh,
yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I was like, dang, so he's not coming back. But yeah, so that whole thing, the show packs a lot, and every episode packs a lot in it. Like,
so much going on.
We learned a lot about Layla. Got the fight scene, the rooftop fight scene, the chasing through Cairo, and then we got another dope fight sequence, and then there was the fucking Ennead caucus scenes that happened where
very fun seeing the other avatars come in, and
especially Yatzil, the avatar of Hathor, aka Khonshu's ex-girlfriend, I think, goddess of music and love.
Quality.
And I see why. I see why she got music and love. Yeah. I looked her up. But anyway, so they had a caucus, and she's just beautiful though. They had this caucus, and was Amit put on trial or the Avatar put on?
It was Khonshu's put on trial.
Khonshu was put on trial.
Or no, Khonshu was putting Arthur on trial.
Yeah.
He specifically called it to put Arthur on trial.
Gotcha,
and
that's what it was.
They didn't find him. They didn't find enough evidence.
Why was he the only one in the room yelling?
I think Oscar Isaac had so much fun with that.
Oh, I'm sure. He's
just like, listen, you need to see this, man. Oh, gee. Like, every single time he was like, please, I hate that. Please never let that happen. Like, you need to listen to me. Like, it was so good.
I see why, every time I see the episode, I'm like, I see why this man chose this part. Or not chose the part. I see how this man agreed to the part.
So much fun, man. So much interesting stuff to do.
I want to see more from Arthur, though. I want to see more from Ethan Hawke. Mm-hmm. As far as like performance wise, I want to see him.
Yeah, he didn't die this episode, which is good.
That's great. I want to see him. Get upset. You know what I mean? I want to see him when he's mad.
That's the thing. Yeah, he was more like.
He's never like angry, like, you know what I mean, to that point.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what's
I think it's
happen?
too late to be that angry.
Is it?
I think at a certain point, I heard it put a certain way, but like at a certain point, anger goes from red to gray, and I feel like that's where he's at. Like it's the fire's burnt itself out, and there's just like smoldering coals now.
Oh shit!
Like it's still hot, but it's not visible anymore.
Well, maybe
there's no visible chemical reaction happening.
I keep trying to get these flashbacks. Maybe we'll get a flashback.
I want a flashback.
To when he's
I want to see him. I want to see him like flip the hood off, and it's freaking young Ethan Hawke with the freaking with the Moon Knight costume on. I'm down to see that.
There we go. See what his Moonlight was like.
Show like a really brutal fight, because he said I love doling out pain.
Yes,
as your avatar.
Yeah.
So show him just beating the fuck out of people.
That's got to be the next episode, right?
Please, man.
Episode 4. Throwback Moon Knight.
Because so I had heard that like they had shown some business insiders the first 4 episodes.
Okay.
And what I had heard from some interviews and some stuff that people put out, they were like, episode 1 and 2, bangers, fantastic. They're like, episode 3 and 4 kind of slow the story down, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, you got to be out of your mind.
If episode 3 slows it down, goddamn.
Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, I have no idea where they got that from. Like, what? I mean, maybe that criticism was levied against them, and then they re-edited things and switched it up. But I don't know, man. Episode 3 was riveting.
Yeah,
I loved the whole episode. Like, even now we're talking about the show, and you were like, oh yeah, that first scene where she's like forging the passport. I was like, oh yeah, that happened, and it was awesome.
Yeah, as I was saying, so much happening. Oh, I was gonna. What was Khonshu like? The only one yelling in the caucus.
I think it was a really good.
Is he fighting? Is that why you think? Because he's the only one yelling.
Yeah, I think that was a really good choice on Marvel's part to really illustrate how like incompatible him and Mark are.
Okay.
Or like maybe it's because there's multiple personalities that there's turbulence trying to get out. Like there's multiple barriers to try to
gets forced.
Yeah, so like everyone else is so in sync that it could just be like, all right, you are on trial for this. And then when they phase out, it's just like, all right, just another day.
Yeah,
they can speak through their avatars very clearly, and it doesn't hurt their avatars. Like clearly, it's uncomfortable for Mark. Like his whole neck tenses up, and it's like, so like
we didn't hear Amit speak yet, right?
No, Amit's still locked up. That's the whole thing. Is they're trying to free her.
But
yeah, it was.
I was like, why is he yelling? Is he just?
Yeah, I think it was just to show that they're not on the same page. They're not synced up. And I loved it.
Dope, yeah. It's dope. Makes sense. I like it. See, that's why we had these conversations. That's why we speak out to other people and stuff like that.
Everybody sees something different.
Did I mention Yatzil? The Hathor? Is it Hathor, right? Yeah, Hathor. Did I mention her yet?
No, I don't think so.
The goddess of music and love?
No, yeah, talk about it some more.
Yeah. So I think, do you think she, well, I think she might.
Oh yeah, she's coming back.
Part. Yeah, and coming definitely.
They gave her a lot of screen time. She's coming back.
Did someone tell you that she's coming back?
No one told me. I just think so. But I will say,
find her on the interwebs.
What I loved, another like small touch they did was when Arthur Harrow comes back to talk to Khonshu's statue that he sealed in. Yes. They really crank up the sound of him crunching on glass.
Oh God!
Sometimes it's impractical to have you hear it crunch, crunch like everywhere he goes. But this particular scene, crunch, 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 and he comes out, crunch, 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 all the way down, and it really shows you why he's putting that glass. Is he's like, I inflicted so much pain. Yeah. And like the only way to pay for it, and I wonder if he's doing that. It could be an interesting motivation for him that like he's doing that because he's trying to balance the scales. He's trying to feel as much pain as he dealt out, so that when he brings Amit back, he's not on the red side of the scales.
You think she coming out there full swing? She don't care who you is.
Yeah, I think so.
Even her avatar.
She's just gonna come out and be like, I'm judging all, and then inflicting her justice on.
I think he might know though. I think he might know he's gonna get the red though. If she judges him.
Maybe like hoping against hope that he might be able to do enough. But
because I guess Moon Knight does what he does, or Khonshu does what he does, not for evil purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though he probably was doing it fiercely and just killing the hell out of people.
When he was with
Arthur. So
people gotta go.
What was the thing he said? He said he loved dealing justice and Khonshu's as his avatar.
Well, he specifically said he enjoyed inflicting pain. Yes. As his avatar, like killing people was part of the job, but like I really loved hurting them before I killed them.
And what did he say Khonshu did? I forget. I just watched that. I meant to write it down, but like he said Khonshu is responsible for.
Yeah, because I think he sparked the flame. I think he's kind of taunting him at this point because he's talking to him about like how he's going to.
Like you're responsible. You're gonna be responsible for like his victory.
Yeah, basically like rubbing it in a little more that like when I destroy everything. Yeah. Remember that you did this because you put me on this path of like seeking justice.
See, that's what we need a flashback.
Yeah, I need flashback. I want to see Ethan Hawke in the suit so bad.
Yes,
it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be episode 4. Please. Did we mention? I don't think. Did we mention? Yeah, they had the caucus. And because he kept fucking with the sky, they told him no. He made it in the clips.
Yeah, they're like, one more time. And then he made we're locking you up, bro. Don't make us do it.
Yeah, so he locked Khonshu up in fucking stone.
Yeah, for so what the messing with the stars. And he's like, and
going forward.
We haven't talked about that yet. Like, because they locked him up. Yeah. Does Mark have the suit? Like, yeah. Is he still?
Can he summon the suit now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I would actually now that I think about it, I would think he. I don't know if he has. Maybe he can summon the suit, but doesn't have like the healing factor because in the comics,
it's just a suit. He's like Batman.
In the comics, it's just a suit. So maybe he can summon the suit
but it
doesn't
won't
have
have
the
the
healing
healing factor.
factors?
Because I think as they were
Amit still gave Arthur some more power.
true,
so he can
even
still
from
do
being
some
sealed
more,
away. Yeah. Because as you saw when they were turning the stars back,
Right.
Mr. Knight's mask came off and revealed Steven's face.
Right.
And so I'm wondering if like that was trying to illustrate that he's losing this power to summon the suit. So I don't know.
Oh, I would not like that.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if it's just a suit, then maybe he doesn't summon it. Maybe it's in the closet somewhere. Then I was like, how's he get it? How's he gonna get his hands on it?
This is the stuff I think about. Interesting logistic reason.
Was a
Maybe there's going to be a lot of stuff that has to take place during the day. And I really doubt that Moon Knight suit looks as cool during the day. I think
for like episode 4 is going to be a lot of
Yeah.
daytime shit. They in Cairo right now still, right?
Yeah.
A lot of daytime Cairo, the Moon Knight suit. People were saying that some people said they didn't like the way Khonshu looked in the daytime. Because like the CGI wasn't as good in the
I mean, that's
daytime,
always
but
the thing.
Yeah.
If it's dark, it looks better because shadows kind of hide and your brain fills in the gaps and your brain fills in what you would have liked to see. Yeah. You see things in the daytime, you're like, oh, that's what it actually looks like. Oh, no.
So maybe that's what, if the people, the executives was like, it slows down in 3 and 4, maybe there's no Moon Knight costume in number 4.
Maybe that's what they're talking about.
But even still, like, nah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You got a good story,
Yeah, I'm
can't wait
super
to see
on board. I'm on the hook for sure.
Okay. I want to see, do you think the gold statue guy gonna make an appearance? I think we talked about him before. Y'all said it was a guy and it was a character in the comics.
I don't think so. I think
he's
he's
gonna reveal himself to be anybody. Maybe.
I think he's done. I
Okay.
think he's done. I think he's done as far as like being super important. Like maybe there'll be on a tag in like the last episode where he goes back to UK
All right.
and he talks to him again.
What about the Forger lady? Think she's gonna show up again? Lila's homegirl.
Yeah, she might die.
I was about to say they're gonna hunt her down. And
Yeah, they might
use
kill
for
her.
leverage and shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna give a main character someone very close to them who cares about them very deeply. You're gonna die. You're super dead.
Oh, it was his other character. I was wondering if you thought she'd come back. This character, Yatsil, is Avatar.
No, we haven't talked about her yet.
You ain't talking about
Let's
her
talk
yet?
about her some more.
So Yatsil is
Yeah.
the goddess of music and love.
Oh, love, yeah.
And,
Wasn't she like Khonshu's ex-girlfriend?
I think it was
They made it pretty clear,
That'd be
like,
nice.
yeah, they were very close.
soon to be Steven's future girlfriend. Yeah,
Maybe, we'll see. I'm down.
Yatsil.
Yeah. Well, that was what we hadn't talked
Huh?
about.
Hathor.
No, there's a character named Yatsil.
That's all right. Speaking of
Yatsil.
music and love, I'm gonna go play some music right now. Love.
Oh, do you want to
Not
hear
play-
do you want to hear that song that I like? The one from Moon Knight.
Oh, we're gonna have to pay money. For that. But
Royalties,
hold on,
no.
let me say. Oh yeah, I was like, can we get around it?
No.
No.
But I don't know if maybe you guys hadn't paid attention,
Mute it.
but
What was it?
episode 2, the closing
credits?
credits song that they used
Mm.
goes hard. I don't know what they're saying, but I agree. It's so good. I have it on Spotify now.
Look, he wants to play it.
I was working
He
out
wants to
to
play
it
it.
yesterday.
I want the instrumental. The instruments. I
Oh.
want to actually write something to it. So
I'm sure they have
You
it.
send me the song title
Oh
or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
then
for sure.
I'll get the instrumental, man.
What's it called?
But yeah.
El Meloc.
But that's it for the day. Dang, it was only like an hour for this one. Hey, that was it. That was it. I mean, I don't think there's anything else. Just that last scene and what's going on forward. You have any theories going forward? I know we talked about Ethan Hawke being in the Arthur being in the costume possibly. Flashback.
I'm wondering if
Got still coming back.
this 4th episode,
Mm-hmm.
I can see how it might slow down because Steven and Mark have nowhere to go.
Right.
They're out of ideas. Or they have an idea of where they're going, but they don't have Khonshu to lead them anymore.
Right.
So they might be a little lost. There might be some arguments with Layla, and hopefully, I'm hoping a good amount of time is dedicated in this 4th episode to meeting this 3rd personality.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the brunt of like that episode for them,
Right.
and then the rest of it, I'm hoping is like Arthur Harrow getting to Amit and like starting the process to release Amit,
Right.
and then maybe
Yeah, 'cause they weren't even-
who is that girl? in the scene?
Is it Yatzil?
Yeah, Yatzil. We hadn't talked about her yet.
Avatar of
Yeah, I'm
Hathor?
hoping Yatzil, we get more of her and she's trying to like do something on the side.
Do anything.
I just
in
need
there.
her in the episode.
Yes, just be in the episode. But was it? Yeah, because I know you said you was thinking about going back to the first episode, and then I was trying to think maybe the third personality was the one that was like killing people in the streets and stuff like that, and killing people during the drive, the chase. But it don't make sense because neither one of them know about the third one. And I think Mark was Mark in his head too, or was it just Khonshu talking to him?
It's just Khonshu talking to him at that point.
Could have been.
There wasn't the Mark voice, and
it was not the Mark voice. Right?
it seemed like
Mark was only there later when you saw him in the mirror at home, right?
yeah, we hadn't heard him communicate, so it could be that third personality.
On when we talked about episode 1, I was saying like I think episode 2 is going to be the flip side, the stuff that he blacked out on. We'll get to see that in part 2. Maybe part 4, maybe they'll show us something,
I think
some of the scenes where he blacked out, or maybe it'll show just third personality doing his thing up until them getting to Cairo, maybe.
So this is
God damn, three personalities. What are you doing? You don't sleep.
This is forming in my brain right now. Like this just clicked with me.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Episode 4 could be a very introspective episode
Mm-hmm.
because we could talk to this third personality, learn who he is,
Right.
and learn. Obviously, he's the most ultra-violent one of the bunch, and so like,
Hold on, go ahead.
you know, similar themes. You could have him talking about how much he loves hurting people, and Khonshu is a great way for him to get that violence out.
Oh, okay.
And loves to inflict it, and have that carry over. And while Arthur Harrow is digging for Ammit, he could start espousing his beliefs, and he could flash back to him being Moon Knight. So you could have these two ultra-violent characters who loved being Moon Knight because they could inflict so much pain. Yeah. And so, like, it could be, like, a common theme there. I don't know.
Hold on. Are you saying, like, he would start to agree with Arthur? So they got one personality in there that's...
No, I'm just saying, like...
That's what I'm thinking now. Like,
I'm just thinking there might be, like, parallels.
All right.
Like...
That'll get you to seeing...
Yeah, you have parallel themes running through both, like, groups of characters doing their thing, and you just have them talking about similar ideas of inflicting pain for justice, and
then we get to see Moon Knight fucking people up.
Hopefully. That's what we're here for.
That's how you keep the suit in the next episode. Even though it's daytime. You just don't see it, but you see...
Make Arthur Harrow flashback.
Fucking cats up. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Whatever they got coming for us next, I'm very excited about it.
I wonder if that other personality has a different suit.
Oh, yeah. What if we got Moon Black? Moon Black. This is black and gold instead of white and gold and gray.
I'm here for it. Give me the answers.
That might be dope because you run around in the daytime with a black suit on. That might be dope.
That could be pretty cool.
Might be dope. And then have Yasil being as much as possible. So, all right. Yeah, we didn't get any questions this week. Well, we did get a question, but it's not a question. Oh, I got a question, but it's not like for both of us to answer because it touched on like how to do podcasts and then like certain questions people send me about filmmaking in general, which I'll probably touch on some of the filmmaking stuff like the next time if the three of us are here.
Okay.
So I can get more because I'll look at filmmaking from a director's point of view primarily, and then you and Mariah are more performers, but you produce stuff too as well. But so like I'd like to get everybody's insight on that.
Yeah.
I don't want to just and then like maybe take some time with it too. I don't want to delve out. I don't want to delve out just my point of view, director wise and stuff like that, and give you a little bit time to prep for that. But anyway, please keep sending questions. Appreciate y'all. Questions in the comments, and we'll take care of them on the show, dig into it, and then comments here. You can comment on email if you get any comments on your Instagram. If you're like, I saw your podcast, I was wondering. Then they send you questions like we'll throw them on the show here as well. Give you a shout out. Support this channel on Patreon, patreon.com/LylesNate. Everything's at Lyles Nate. So for the people out there, where can they find you out there in the internet worlds?
I'm at Joseph streets. Ray Santos on Instagram.
Joseph Ray Santos. Get you close so they can see it. See it down there?
Yeah.
Down there somewhere.
Boom. Oh, wrong side. Bam. There it
Ray
is.
Santos. Yes. And I'm of course at Lyles Nate. And till next time, y'all. Stay royal. Stay loyal.
Yeah. See ya.
Peace out.